Today we'll be checking out the Deluxe album from Tyla's debut album, which she dropped a couple months ago. Did in fact check out the original version of this project, and I quite enjoyed it. So if you want to go back and check out my review for that, you'll find it on the channel. But today we're getting into Deluxe. It's entitled TYLA Plus. We have three new songs, so let's just dive right into it and see what she has to offer. Alright, so we have some pretty standard Afrobeat drums. I just think thing of note probably may not be a fair comparison since this is kind of like her genre, but this is, reminds me, it's reminiscent of by Chris Brown and Davido, which came out also earlier this year. Just the way that it's structured. It's different in sense that we don't have those striking piano keys, but genre-wise, it does seems familiar. I love the extended intro.
Ripetile che solo non riceve con rock. Motion betta scoop ripeti sem tanto le motor ba shake it knock. Shake shake I shake I shake I shake shake I shake I shake. Quelle ripetile che solo non riceve con rock. Motion betta scoop ripeti sem tanto le motor ba shake it knock. Shake shake I shake I shake I shake shake.
Hey baby, shake us kalipati, telune kiskati, tu isi pimnani, mamfika baby, shake us kalipati, telune kiskati, tu isi pimnani. Welele, ziaki pala, I don't wanna go home. Too serious, hands on my hips, you don't wanna let go.
All right, so it's interesting. I will say I love the more organic sounding production. We do get into a bit more of a kicky 808 type of sound as the track progresses. But I love that she's doing this more in her. I'm gonna assume this is more of her native tongue. I'm not familiar with any other featured artists, but it's a vibe thus far. I'm loving it. I would not say it's Afrobeat. It's more like on that Amo piano vibe, but so far so good.
I shake her, shake her, shake her, shake her. Too serious. I shake her, shake her.
Cineka slap, pas pete ganjan, ba pete maliam. Cineka slap, pete ganjan, pete slap, ba cineka slap. Engiti ba cineka lako, ba pete ganjan, ba tala ganjan, cinepa slap.
Interesting.
ripeti lei che solo non rete le rock motion betta scoop ripeti sem tanto le botorra ba shake it knock shake 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 shake.
I think it's interesting for them to insert those. What would I categorize those as? It's like those DJ elements. They're like standard DJ plugins, right? Like the electric trick thing and the sparks and so forth. I think it's interesting. I do like the fact that they do have like a fade out section mid song, which kind of slows it down because there's so much going on musically that it can feel a bit overbearing, I will say. So I appreciated that little harmonic segment where they just slowed it down a bit. But yeah, it's an interesting track, I will say.
Ripeti lei che solo non rete le rock motion betta scoop ripeti sem tanto le botorra ba shake it knock shake 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 shake
This beat is actually fire. It's a bit weird, but it's good. Okay, so that was Shaker by Tyler featuring Tony Eduardo, Optimus, and Ez Maestro. Not sure who was who, but I do like the guy that was on the hook. I think one of them might be a producer just because I only heard two distinct feature voices. So perhaps one of them is a producer. And that would make sense since the beat does shine through both on the intro and outro of the track. So I'm gonna assume, I'm not sure. But yeah, I did enjoy this. I will say 2/3 of the time I had no clue what they were saying. So there's a disconnect there, but I can appreciate it musically and it's an interesting track. I like some of the vocals. I like the vibe. It's really about movements, and the beat does get you moving. I feel like that's what piano embodies. So it's a solid track.
The way we move, skin on the skin. No separation, need no conversation. Nah, nah, nah. On everything. It's automatic, going zero to a high, nah, nah. Riding, wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking, it's taking you too long. Right before I decide to go. I like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the stars. I like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the stars. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Come give me life and I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the high when we load it. Hold me, love me, hold me. You hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me.
All right, so thus far I'm getting some really solid melodic guitar instruments, and then the percussive side of the beat, standard, nice kick. I feel like there's an underlying 808, but it's not as powerful as the one from the previous track, so it does create a nice blend. Um, I like her vocals on this. I feel like if this might be a single, it just sounds like a single type of track. But I'm enjoying it, and I also like the harmonic choir backing her vocals for certain segments, especially on the post chorus. So far so good.
Yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Act like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me. Yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. Now pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. Now give me life, I'll change yours. Prove me signs, I stay floating on the high. Wave me loaded.
Yeah, I definitely did enjoy push.
Diamonds and carrots, kissing in Paris. We're so good at acting like nothing ever happened. Ooh, yeah, keep my composure so I could hold you. I keep looking past it like you're doing magic. When I close my eyes, clear my mind, I'll forget about the 100 times you cross that line. I say goodbye, but every time I always come back to you. Ooh, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, I always come back to you. Ooh, no matter where you go, no matter what you do. The moment you ghosted, I should've known it. Suffering and
Okay, so back to you. It's kind of a bit more on that R&B vibe. I feel like there's segments of her vocals where it's me off LMA in a slight little portion of the track thus far. But I'm enjoying this. I feel like this might actually be the strongest hook thus far. I like it.
silence felt like I was dying. Then you show up, and I don't remember, no. And they all telling me I should leave, but I'm still trying. When I close my eyes, clear my mind, I'll forget about the 100 times you cross that line. I say goodbye, but every time I always come back to you. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, I always come back to you. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, always come back to you. 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 Always come back to
All right, so that was back to you. And I was say, as I was saying, the hook is my favorite portion of the track. But there's point out, and I will say the percussive side of this track, I feel like it's a disservice. I feel they could have possibly slowed this track down a bit and made it a ballad. I just feel like with a hook like this, it just deserves to be a ballad. And I will try to point it out musically why I think that is. So just give me a sec. All right, so as I was saying, imagine if the track was more of a ballad and it was giving you a vibe like, that's why I always come back to you. No matter Yeah, so just some food for thought. It is an okay song, but I feel like it would work a lot better as a ballad, just to let those melodies from the hook shine a bit more. But it's not a bad song by any means. It's a fairly short deluxe, I will say, but there is something here for multiple audiences. We have three different styles, and it's still true to her artistically. So it's a solid deluxe, solid 7.5 out of 10 from me.